Hi, I'm James Laughlin, a former 7-time world champion pipe band drummer. I want to share with you a little bit of a lesson inside my pipe band drumming inner circle. So every week I have a live practical lesson delivered either by myself or one of my amazing lineup of tutors. So you're going to see a little snippet from that today. And hey, if you would like to get your hands on a free drumming course, a full video course called Drumming Transformation Week, just click in the link below. And hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I put out so many video tutorials on pipe band drumming, so I hope you enjoy it.
Today we're going to go over how some ideas on how to learn and memorize large quantities of music. I'm going to start off with just some like personal experience and some main ideas that I have, and then I'm going to go over a couple of different situations that I have encountered and different ways that I go about each of them, and the various like circumstances, like the amount of music that you might have to learn, and maybe the time frame, and just some, so you can kind of get some of the ideas that I'll go over in the start, and try and see how you can start to apply what I am talking about. And then I'll get some questions at the end from the people on the live. So the first idea that I wanted to sort of stress is, for me, when someone asks me how I should go about memorizing a large quantity of music, it's really, for me, it's the same as when I'm trying to memorize a small amount of music, where, say, if I have like 20 pieces of music to learn and memorize in the next, say, like 3 or 4 months, I'm not going to try learn and memorize 20 pieces of music all at once, because if I kind of look at one piece and then kind of get an idea of how it goes, and then just keep going through all of those 20 pieces, I'm going to get to the end of like the day or the week or whatever, however long that takes, and find that I haven't actually recalled or retained any or very little of that information to begin with. So for me, it's about breaking it down into as small and digestible chunks as possible. So say if I'm playing in a band at Worlds in grade 1, where we'll have 2 MSRs, 2 medleys, and then whatever extra pieces of music I have to go over for that. So how I would go about that is I would generally try pick the easiest set just from listening to it or glancing over it, and I'll just take it part by part, bar by bar even, and then slowly just add on top of that, and I won't move forward with the next part or the next tune until I am super confident and have what I've just been working on down really well. Because I find the people on the live can maybe chime in on this, but I find that if I can actually play something well enough with like a lot of conviction, that's generally the point to which I've basically memorized it. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I find that learning something really well and memorizing it, they kind of happen coinciding with each other. So if I'm kind of not 100% on something, I'm not going to like retain it the next time that I come to play it. Where if I really like etch something into my brain that is like, this is how something goes, then generally when I go back to it a day or two later, I have retained most of that information. The second idea that I have is to try and listen to the music as much as possible. And I'll even do this before I sit down and play it. So if I can get a recording of the pipe tune or the drum score, or the best case scenario is a combination of both, I'll just try to have that in my ears for as many hours during the day and the week as possible. Because if you can, part of it is that ultimately we're playing music, we're not just deciphering things on a piece of paper. So if I can get an idea of what the final like musical product is before I actually have to work out all of the technicalities of it, that is kind of that's kind of creating like the scaffolding of like the house kind of thing, and then it's just up to me to go and fill in all of like the flooring and the walls and the paint and everything like that. So if I have a really strong idea of how it sounds, it's a much less of a hurdle to go and actually learn and memorize it ultimately.
I hope you enjoyed that little bit of a clip from our inner circle. If you'd like to see the full video, head on over to pipebanddrumminginnercircle.com. I will put that description in the link below. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button because every week I upload a new video lesson. You don't want to be missing out on that. And please, while you're here, hit that subscribe button.